catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play, run after catch.
Cam Little comes on now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Condors will take a 7-0 lead.
Texans nothing.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. The Texans offense and Anthony Richardson getting ready for their next drive. And he's used his legs to great effect this year, both when the pocket breaks down and by design, as you check out the league leaders in quarterback rushing yards. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Pitts is the man in motion. Richardson to throw here on 1st and 10.
The drag route, we used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
He'll get this one out to his fullback. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
They'll try to sneak it here. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
We'll go play action. It's Richardson. On the move, past the 40. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
That's another Texans first down.
On the ground, this is James Cook. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Off the play fake, it's Richardson. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
From the gun, Richardson. That's going to be incomplete. And it'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter.
Jake Moody on for the field goal. A 48-yard attempt.
Moody's kick is good. And the Texans are on the board. It's 7-3. So after one, 7-3 is our score. And more from Houston coming up in a moment. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. A return now from the 4. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Condors offense and C.J. Stroud ready to get to work once more. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. He looks to add to them with another drive here. They'll start on the ground with Chubb. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Throwing from the pistol, Stroud. Quick throw here is complete. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, he gets a first down with that catch. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. This one batted away. It's incomplete. Good hands there in the end zone, and that'll bring up second down.
It's hard to play that ball any better than the way that defender did right there. I mean, to stay patient throughout the entire play and make sure that not only are you in prime position to make it, but that once the ball is there, attack it, knock it down, and save a touchdown. He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away well short of the first down marker. Too much leg there. That one's into the end zone for a touchdown. The Texans offense ready to see what they can do. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Looks like a design run here with Richardson. Oh, yeah. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. Give him 14 on that play. One first down. From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. On play action, Richardson. Now he'll swing it out to his fullback. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Throwing on 2nd down, Richardson. Will find his man. That's Jaden Higgins. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
First down.
Let's go now.
On 1st and 10, it's Cook. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
48-yard line.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Go!
Here's Richardson. They'll set up the screen to Cook. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield. Third and long.
Here we go, strike! Nice!
Out of shotgun, Richardson. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Tank Dell was the one he was looking for. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Ethan Evans in punt formation.
And no return. How good is that? Backs him up all the way to the 2. The Condors offense back onto the field for their next possession. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down at the 17-yard line. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a first down. Once again, it's Chubb. Good run after a good run. This one for 14 yards and another first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. I love that they continue to stay aggressive here, Mike, and that route right there, we used to call it a big 8. It's a deep post route, but the ball placement isn't exactly where it needs needs to be, and that's a missed opportunity.
And this is caught left sideline, but out of bounds, says the official. Incomplete. That ball a little late getting there. That's going to bring up third down.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
From the gun, here's Stroud. He'll get rid of it and complete it. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here. It'll come with 36 ticks left on the first half clock. Here's Logan Cook now, as he's on to punt for the second straight drive. Returnable from the 17. That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. Texans offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Here's Richardson. He takes off. Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their second. And the stoppage comes with 23 seconds left on the first half clock.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Rocco 80.
A second down throw for Richardson. He'll run again.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second read, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
Here's 3rd and 2. Throwing, Richardson. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. Now this defense will use the first of their timeouts. And it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. He's going to air this one out. Oh, the defender able to get his head around and intercepted. Picked off by Kamari Lassiter. So, halftime straight ahead. And we send it over to Scott Hansen, who has the EA Sports halftime
Our trip
report.
around the NFL starts now.
And no rest for the weary. Let's get right back to it. Quarter number 3 set to begin. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Now return coming from the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Condors offense and their star running back, Nick Chubb, set to take over once more. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
And he just continues to chew off more and more yardage with every single carry. And you can see here with the numbers, Mike, for as strong as he was in the first half, it almost looks like he's gotten even stronger now here in the second.
On 1st and 10, it's Chubb. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 1.
Here we go.
To throw, it's Stroud. He's got it in the hands of Elijah Moore. And he gets run out of bounds. A short pickup, but it's good enough for a 1st down.
Buenos Aires, 1st down.
They'll run it straight ahead with Chubb. Good instinctive running there. Spinning forward. Gain of about 7.
At the 31. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
from the 31. Here's second down and 2. They'll stay on the ground with Chubb. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
16 yards.
It's a pickup of 16 yards down to the 16.
First down.
Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's first and 10.
First down.
Now a give up the middle. Good physical run. It'll wind up as a gain of 5.
Brought down at the 10-yard line.
They'll come up here on second down and 5.
On the quick, right?
Throwing is Stroud. He'll get that into the hands of Nick Chubb. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time. Play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. It sets up fourth down.
Cam Little on for the field goal.
Little's kick is good. And the Condors go out to a 10-3 lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Texans offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. Just the lone field goal for them so far, down 10-3 in this one. And they'll start first and 10. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the third sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long.
Ready? Hawk 7.
Richardson. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
And 19.
Tag. Viking 8.
Richardson to throw. And this ball incomplete on third down.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up fourth down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Here we go. On the ground, it's Chubb to start this drive. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick first down.
This is a guy who's been doing it at a high level, Mike, for a long time. Not too many running backs finding success in the NFL past the age of 30. That's usually when they kind of ride off into the sunset. But as always, there's the exception to every rule.
All right. 18. Look the hot. Look the hot.
Stroud to throw here on first and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down. Here's a handoff to Chubb. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. It'll be a pickup of 10. That's enough for a first down.
Buenos Aires, first down. It's a gain of 10.
Now Stroud. Rolling right. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
Here we go. Stop. 18.
to throw. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
It's a gain of 4.
So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. This crowd into it now as we get to third down.
118. Outside.
To throw is Stroud. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
Middle on for the field goal. A 57-yard attempt.
This one, no good. And they will not be able to make this a 2-possession game.
They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
To the left side, into the hands of Collins. The tackle is going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
14 yards on the play. And the Texans first down. First and 10.
Richardson to throw here on first and 10. Throw on the run is complete. And will move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. First and 10.
Another Texans first down. First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
They'll run straight ahead with Cook. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
Taken down at the 14-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Second down, 8 yards to go. Throwing is Richardson. He'll spot Higgins, who makes the grab. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
Pickup brings up third and 6.
From the gun, Richardson. This one on the 4. And he's going to have the first down. They convert on third, and it sets up a first and goal.
That's another Texans first down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Here we go.
Mixon. This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
No gain on the play.
Ready?
Second
Leads to
and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
Let's go.
Cook trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
I typically like to see the play-action pass on the early downs, Mike. Now they find themselves on third down. The defense is more prepared for the pass. They get stopped twice with the run. Do they go back to it a third time?
That is intercepted. It's the safety, Julian Love. And the Condors are going to take possession here at their own 6.
And in these tight games, especially in the second half, Mike, these are the big moments that somebody needs to step up and make a play, and that's exactly what he's able to do here. Great read, great reaction. He steps in front of that ball and ends up going the other way.
And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with the 2-minute warning coming up momentarily. It is second and 9. On the ground, it's Jones. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their second. Talk things over before third down. Here's Stroud. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. To the middle of the field, caught by Higgins. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
It's a pickup of 6.
Here comes 2nd down.
And 4 at the 49-yard line.
Now Richardson. Now he takes off. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Richardson going to look to throw. That's into the hands of Dell. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. Ideal circumstance there. They get the 1st down and preserve that final timeout. Out of shotgun. Richardson. Off balance throw. It's complete.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
The game hanging in the balance, and a critical 3rd down. Now Richardson. Oh, the pressure too much. He goes down.
And it's a big-time sack by the defense, but, Mike, you just can't take these sacks if you're the quarterback. End-of-game situations. You're trying to make something happen and come from behind. You have to understand throwaways. I don't care if you have to put the ball in harm's way. You have to take a little bit more chances here. These negative sacks, they cost time, they cost yardage, and they really make this even a more difficult hole to climb out of.
I had to take a chance on 4th down, and it's intercepted. And the Condors are right back in this one.
Is a turnover on down.
They'll begin here on the ground. And he's trying to get around the corner, but will not. Brought down. That's a loss on the play. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll be brought down there. And that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So